Hello, 8th graders. Mrs. Lucas here with video number 3 for Hoot, and we are working on the chapter sheet for chapter 1, so you should have read chapter 1 before working on this assignment. All right, you may find it helpful to grab your copy of the book and also your packet if you're working by hand, or go to Google Classroom and pull up this assignment, and it will look just like this, a copy in Google Docs that you can fill out. Or if you are in your packet, like I have here, you are on page 4. Are we ready to go? Pause if you need to. Okay, so Hoot chapter 1. We're looking at conflict and point of view, as I mentioned in the video for chapter 1, to hopefully look out for these things. So conflict, let's just review. There are 2 plots that are emerging in this chapter. One plot involves Roy, and the other plot involves Officer David Delinko, the policeman. So use the following chart to summarize the problems that arise in chapter 1 for each character. So for Roy, what is the problem that's going on? Now, he kind of has 2 problems going on. There is the problem of what was happening on the bus in the first time we had with him, and then there's the ongoing problem of something he's pondering to himself. So describe that problem. Pause if you need to. All right. And then, what type of conflict is this problem? Remember our 5 main types of conflict. We have person versus self. We have person versus person. We have person versus nature, person versus society, and person versus the supernatural, or fate, as we've called it in the past. So which one is most appropriate for this? The person on this side is Roy, and what is he facing? What is he fighting against? All right, once you have that filled out, move on to Officer Delinko. What problem is he facing with Curly at that vacant lot? What's going on? And is it person versus what? Self, person, nature, society, fate. Pause the video and take a moment to fill this out. If you are typing, you can just click in the boxes and type your answers. If you are handwriting, of course, just fill it in. All right, are you back with me? We're ready to move on? Wonderful. Let's move on to point of view. So, reminder, we're looking at 2 main points of view that we could have in this story. It could either be first person or third person. So, though it is only the first chapter, the reader can already tell the point of view that is used in this novel, or you should be able to. We're at the end of 8th grade, guys. Complete the following chart on point of view. What point of view is used, and what evidence proves I am right about the point of view? So I'm giving you the 2 options. Are we first person, where we're talking I, me, my, the narrator is telling their own story, or do we have third person, where some outside narrator is telling the story, and we get to jump into different characters' thoughts here and there? So which point of view is it? And then how do you know? And you may need to go back into chapter 1. You can pull some quotes that prove it, or you can paraphrase how you know it is one point of view versus the other. And pause the video a minute to fill those things out. All right, are we good? Wonderful. That's all I have for chapter 1. So if you have filled this out, you can put aside your packet and you are ready to jump into chapter 2 and be able to fill out the chapter 2 sheet. Nice job, 8th graders. See ya.